worst experience I've ever had with a cop on the road as a truck driver.
Okay. For the record, what am I getting a citation for again?
For a disregard stop sign.
Even though I stopped behind the tracks, made sure it was safe to go, and then turned right. After I stopped, that's disregarding a stop sign.
Yes.
Your name is?
Trooper Whitten. It's on the ticket.
So, for future reference, coming out of here, I should stop on the live railroad track.
Stop
until the traffic's clear, and then go. So God forbid a train comes by and hits my tail end while I'm waiting for traffic to clear. I should stop on the tracks and then go.
You do what you want to do, okay? That's a horrible intersection that shouldn't even be opened. The railroad should shut that because there's not enough room for trucks at that intersection. I agree with you 100%.
But you're still writing me a citation for it. So what was it you said? So I can argue with the judge and we'll get something done? That's why you're giving me a ticket? Okay. That's all I need to know.
I want something done about this intersection because I'm tired of working fatal.
So I'm getting a ticket for political reasons. That's what you're telling me.
You say, hey, determine however you want to say that. I don't care. Bad intersection needs to be fixed, and I can't get no help, but I'm tired of working fatalities. I hate going to people's houses and telling them.
Believe me, I understand. I see people dead on the road all the time. It sucks. But
that intersection is wrong.
This is my livelihood, and I'm getting a ticket for it because of somebody else's mistake. If I'd have done it the wrong way, in most places, if I'd have done it the way you're telling me to, they'd have gave me a ticket for stopping on the tracks.
It's a bad deal.
Was fired today for unleashing his police dog on a truck driver who was surrendering with his hands raised. The incident earlier this month was captured on graphic body camera video. Officer Ryan Speakman was told by state troopers not to deploy his dog, but did so anyway. The driver was later treated at a hospital for dog bites. The Circleville Police Department says Speakman did not meet the standards and expectations it holds for its officers.
Not stopping when I initially turned my lights on. He drove 3 miles.
I was bringing you to a safe place.
I don't care. By Kansas law, you are to pull over immediately. If I tell you to go somewhere else, then that's fine. But by you just driving,
that's what my husband told, so that you would know that, okay, yeah, I'm trying to take you to a safe location for your benefit, not mine. I'm going to CPR first thing, but
got talk.
Go ahead, man. I'm sitting there saying, okay, wait, yeah. It made me for.
Let's go. Let me know. You ain't going nowhere. Let me know. Figure it out. Oh!
Y'all recall the cop in Ohio who illegally, let's just say what it is, released a dog on a truck driver who was getting pulled over for a mud flap violation. The development is reported in the New York Times that the officer has been put on administrative leave, the guy that actually was controlling the dog, and released the dog on the driver as his hands were up. All the officers are white. The truck driver is a black man, young black man, 23 years old. Anyway, the leave that this officer was placed on as they investigate, right, is with pay. So he's not hurt at all. Actually gets some paid vacation time. Whereas the young black man that was bitten by the dog had to be hospitalized. Like literally has probably stitches and stuff. Yeah, there's something wrong with that picture.
He's climb into heading out on patrol, but not seeing them is exactly why they are turning to big rigs to help crack down on distracted driving.
It was amazing how many people are actually texting and driving.
holding their cell phone in their hand.
Well, it's extremely effective. When the police aren't, when the motoring public believes that the police is not paying attention or aren't present, you get to see a lot of the aggressive driving. You'll see drivers passing on the shoulder. You'll see the texting and cell phone use.
From their higher vantage point, troopers are able to spot distracted drivers.
Texting right here. Black Ford.
And radio the offending vehicle information to waiting patrol cars ahead, who pull them over and issue a ticket.
He would not allow me in. Well, he was pretty busy texting.
It's called the Trooper in a Truck program, an initiative between ISP and the Illinois Trucking Association to make the roads safer for all of us.
Text message or phone call is not as important as somebody's life.
Officials say distracted driving is the leading cause of all crashes, killing 10 people every day. In the year the program has been rolling, troopers have used semi-trucks to patrol sections of I-57, I-55, I-70, and today, I-80, catching drivers doing the things they should not do. Today, more than 20 citations were written in just that very short detail for things like cell phone violations, improper lane changes, following too closely. And troopers say this isn't about money and citations, it's about safety and education.
If you think the DOT in California is bad now, let me show you what they're gonna get 2024. Yep, you got it correctly. We're getting our own division of semi-truck cops. And for those of you not familiar with this, other states like Florida are already doing it. So for those drivers that enjoy watching movies while driving, just know they are gonna be out and search for all of you guys that love texting and driving. I've seen a lot of you guys. So remember, by 2024, get ready to be on your toes while driving. Hopefully like that, most of you guys pay attention to the road and not your phone.
Drivers don't tell you.
Short and sweet. If you've been following my page, you know that I drive 18-wheeler trucks around the country. And so in this story here, this story has to deal with police and the undercover police. Now, one day I was walking in the truck stop. I parked my truck and left my co-driver in the truck, and I start walking to the truck stop. I go in the truck stop, I buy what I wanted, and I come back to the truck. So now I'm sitting in the front seat, you know, just I'm listening to music, scrolling through social media. A stranger came up to my window, he was flagging me down. So I let the window down. I'm like, hey, what's up? He was like, hey man, I got these laptops that I wanna I'm trying to sell. If you want it, you can buy them. So as he was talking, my co-driver came out the back inside in the passenger seat. So both of us in the passenger seat. So I'm like, oh nah, bro, I don't want no laptops. He kept on saying, hey man, yeah man. I was like, come on man, you just buying for cheap. I was driving my truck and we had too much product, so I took him out the truck and I'm just trying to sell them. So the whole time he's saying that, I'm asking him like, hey, are they stolen? He would never say yes, they stolen. He would just be like, oh, we just had extras and I took it out the truck and I'm just trying to sell it. So I grabbed the laptop, I started looking through the laptop, see if it worked, just playing with it. The whole time I'm not gonna buy it. But I'm just looking at it. And every time I look at my friend's just like shaking his head like, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. So eventually I ended up giving him the laptop back and I'm like, nah bro, I don't want to buy it. I was just looking through it. He's like, you sure man? I was like, yeah man, I was just looking through it. And when he walked away, I tell you no lie, 5 minutes later, police pulled right there in the same little area, right there in front of my truck. Not directly in front of my truck, but like right there, where I can see him and he can see me, and he parked there. And then my friend was like, you see what I be saying? He was like, that probably was undercover, man. They were trying to set you up. He was like, man, you don't know, like, if you buy stolen products, that you consider, that's a charge. You can go to jail. And I didn't know that at the time. But good thing that I didn't buy that thing for him. But that's what they do. They have undercover cops that will send somebody over there to try to sell you some stuff. And if you buy that, they will try to get you locked up.
Ohio speaking out.
Just didn't want it done.
know what was going through my mind.
The officer who released the canine, Ryan Speakman, has since been fired. His former department saying Speakman did not meet the standards and expectations we hold for our police officers. Rose says he did not pull over because he was afraid of being shot. He first called his mother.
I told him to pull over, and when he looked out and saw that they had jumped out their vehicles with their rifles cocked at him, he pulled out.
And then he called 911.
Yes, right now I have police officers following me for a long time, and I'm trying to figure out why they got their guns pulled out at me. I'm just a truck driver.
The problem, according to an incident report, the commercial truck Rose was driving was missing a left rear mud flap.
I don't know why they're trying to kill me.
Officers eventually threw stop sticks on the ground beneath Rose's truck, spiked strips intended to puncture tires, and force a motorist to stop.
They got their guns ready to shoot me.
This video capturing the subsequent moments when police caught up with Rose as he exited his truck. Fellow officers telling Officer Speakman multiple times to keep control of his dog.
Do not release the dog with his hands up.
Though Rose did have his hands in the air, Speakman released the dog. It first went toward other officers before turning and attacking Rose.